John Cena got in trouble backstage for going off script during his retirement run. The Undertaker admits he was dead wrong. And CM Punk, the world title situation, concussion protocol, and a massive top star, a champion, a current champion in the WWE, vacating their title, and that's just the beginning. That is just the start here on the Brash and the Breeze. We'll bring you in the know on the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the newest, the most definitive. Remember to hype like this video, because if it weren't for you, there would be no Sean's View. We stay true to the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers that make this show what it is. Right at the top of the show, without wasting any more of your valuable time. It would appear as if we have crowned, or we are going to crown, a brand new champion under the World Wrestling Entertainment banner. Because according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, it would appear as if Obafemi seemingly vacates the NXT title after a dominant New Year's Evil win. Now, we have seen plenty of wrestlers in NXT when they're transitioning to the main roster not so much lose their title, but hand over the championship, give it up. Because Obafemi confirms NXT exit after New Year's Evil. Now the talk is, where is Oba? Is he going to go to Raw, or is he going to go to SmackDown? Where do you want to see Oba on the WWE main roster? And who do you want to see him feud with? Who should he go against? One-on-one. Is Oba a future main eventer of WrestleMania? Will he go down as one of the greatest black wrestlers to ever to be presented on our screens, viewers, fans, and subscribers? Also, breaking news on CM Punk and the World Championship. Does CM Punk got a head injury? Is he going to be entering concussion protocol? What is the update on CM Punk? Well, we're going to cover that right here and right now. For those of you that did watch Monday Night Raw, you saw that CM Punk took a nasty face spill during Raw's January 5 main event, and rumors immediately took off that the WWE World Heavyweight Champion has been pulled. Again, rumors immediately took off that the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk, has been placed in concussion protocol. Well, we have a major developing update on that right now. But now we know the truth on CM Punk and the World Championship. PW Insider is now putting more emphasis on this story and this report. PW Insider shuts down the whole thing, reporting that there have been rumors all day about CM Punk being evaluated for a head injury, but this is entirely incorrect, and it was just that, rumors and gossip. Now, see, here's the thing. Some rumors are true, and some are not. That is the chance I take. I will come on here, and you know, if people want to keep giving me death threats about giving rumors and gossip and speculation, some right, some is wrong, some is indifferent, some you don't like, some you do like. If you're going to threaten me and my family, my brother that just died, if you're going to threaten my mother who has cancer, who has leukemia, if you're going to threaten my father who just had a stroke and is now blind in his left eye, if you're going to threaten my family with death threats because I get something wrong, or something's not evident, or something's not right, or something's not up to your being, you got to be kidding me. You want to talk about sick, sad, and sinister. You want to talk about repulsive. You want to talk about diabolical. Look at the life we live in 2026. It is absolutely cruel and unusual. Get a life. Get help. No, really. For those people giving me death threats, I'm not even going to call the cops. I'm not even going to call 911. I'm not even going to have your IP address traced. Get help. Call 911 for yourself. Call a doctor. Call a psychiatrist. Call a therapist. You need help. You need medications, okay? You really do, okay? Unbelievable, viewers. You know, for the $5 a month that I get paid to stay on YouTube, it's not worth dealing with all this crap. But I am here for my viewers, my fans, my subscribers, and my channel members. I am here for those. And for the $5 that I get paid a month, and I'm going to be homeless pretty soon if I don't get people to donate, if people don't become a channel member, I pour so much hustle, time, blood, sweat, and tears. I put so much into this. And what do I get back from you? And listen, I am not blaming my viewers, my fans, my subscribers. You guys do a lot for me. But it's YouTube not pushing my videos now, not letting people know I've done a video. That's why, viewers, I need your help now more so than ever before. I need you to hit the like, subscribe, and please turn on all notifications. It's so important to turn on all notifications right now. Now, getting back into the report, getting back into the story, it's possible it was CM Punk because the guy landed right on his face in his head. Punk went straight down on his head and bounced off the black mats on Monday Night Raw. If he wasn't in concussion protocol after that, I would have put him there because that looked brutal. But PW Insider made it clear that that theory doesn't hold up. Punk spent the next morning doing hours of live media appearances across New York, starting bright and early with Fox 5, New York's Good Day New York. And that kind of schedule would never happen if there was a real concussion, concerns over concussion. When you think about it, the story doesn't even hold up to scrutiny. If Punk was concussed, the last thing anyone would want to do is put him on camera for hours upon hours of interviews all day. CM Punk did address the injury, though. CM Punk did address the botch, the blooper, whatever you want to call it. Punk looked bruised and he looked banged up. He may not be 100%, but not sidelined. He even addressed how rough the night was when he was asked about how he was feeling. Yeah, we were at the Barclays Center. Yeah, I did. I survived. I think I made it through. I don't know what it's like to feel like a real human being. This is just every day for me. While the fall indeed looked violent and brutal and raised alarm, CM Punk is not in concussion protocol, and he's still doing media as WWE's reigning top World Heavyweight Champion of the Red brand of Raw on Netflix. And of course, you know, some would say they wouldn't admit it regardless. Definitely a concussion. Some would say I did too from watching that show. And again, this is what some comments are saying online. Also, we have a brand new champion in WWE. Yes, indeed, we do. And oh, it's true. It's true, as the great Kurt Angle would say. As Izzy Dame wins the WWE Women's NXT North American title in a last-minute edition during New Year's Evil. And what was your thoughts, your comments, your opinions of NXT's New Year's Evil last night? Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, The Undertaker admits that he was dead wrong about his first impressions of The Rock and John Cena. So for The Undertaker to go out there and admit that he was wrong, that he was dead wrong, well then there you go on that. Nobody is perfect, obviously. Now we get into the next update, the next video, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the video is still the same video, different report. John Cena got in trouble during this retirement run last year after going off script at WWE Crown Jewel 2025. Yes, you heard that correctly. John Cena. That just goes to show you that anybody in the WWE can get in trouble or be in hot water with the company, top officials. Can you believe that? The great John Cena, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the former multi-time WWE champion, world champion, in trouble backstage with WWE's higher-ups. Unbelievable, viewers. Absolutely unbelievable. Also, the legend, the phenom, the Hall of Famer, The Undertaker, finally reveals the moment he realized that his WWE career was ending. Triple H bombarded. Wait a minute. What's going on with WrestleMania 42? What is going on? What is happening? Well, we're going to give that to you right here and right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Triple H reportedly was bombarded with wild celebrity pitches in a new WrestleMania 42 ad, which is being leaked and unveiled. You can see that right now revealed online. What do you think about the wild celebrity pitches for WrestleMania 42 and the ad that goes along with it? Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, breaking news on Finn Balor. As Finn Balor, the former Universal Champion, the man that is still awaiting his rematch, Finn Balor blames NXT UK for starving the indie scene by raiding talent. And Finn Balor reveals how his wife rejected him at first. And the Stranger Things cast WWE RAW rumor debunked online, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters. Also, Izzy Dame hit with a 10-year ban in Cyprus after beach coaching volleyball contract for WWE. A 10-year ban. That is absolutely crucial. Also, Finn Balor calls out, oh boy, this could be, you want to talk about hot water, you want to talk about being in heat with the WWE, you want to talk about being in trouble with the higher-ups, the brass of World Wrestling Entertainment. Finn Balor calls out WWE for mishandling his Demon King character on the main roster. Do you think that Finn Balor's Demon King character was misjudged and mishandled? And do you think the WWE went about it the wrong way for Finn Balor? Now, in my opinion, every time Finn Balor brought out that character just never should lose. Should have never lost. Should never have taken a pinfall. Should have never submitted. Did the WWE do wrong by the Finn Balor character? Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions on all of that. Also, coming in at this time, the WWE Hall of Fame. Just who will be going in next? Who will be entering it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's being addressed by the person themselves. The elephant in the room is talking about it, and they're bringing it up, and they're shedding light on a WWE Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, AEW personality, former WCW commentator, former WWF commentator, Tony Schiavone addresses potential WWE Hall of Fame induction. Tony Schiavone isn't interested in joining the WWE Hall of Fame no matter who asks him. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy, viewers. Sometimes the WWE Hall of Fame isn't everything, though. Sometimes it isn't everything. Also, Tony Khan responds to William Regal's warning after scary Jon Moxley versus Fletcher spot at AEW Worlds Collide. And Blake Monroe addresses being kicked out of NXT New Year's Evil after attacking Thea Hill. Also, breaking news coming in right now. The WWE LFG Season 3 matches taped ahead of NXT New Year's Evil on the CW. Also, Thea Hill breaks silence after losing the NXT North American title at New Year's Evil. Jordynne Grace officially moves to WWE main roster after New Year's Evil reveal. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions on all of that. Also, JC Jane uses numbers game to retain the NXT Women's title during New Year's Evil. Also, the WWE SmackDown viewership for January the 2nd sees an increase. It went up following the return of the Viper, Randy Orton. And NXT introduces Ilya Leffier with Vinette during New Year's Evil. Tony Khan puts full trust in David amid the WBD Netflix merger chaos. Also, Shawn Michaels caused chaos on a motorized scooter backstage at NXT after double knee replacement surgery. CM Punk slams obsessive fans over fantasy booking rage. Also, ladies and gentlemen, at this hour and at this time, it is being revealed whenever there's a death, a pass away, an RIP in professional wrestling, whether it be natural, whether it be drugs, whether it be alcohol, whether it be substances, whether it be suicide, whether it be homicide, whether it be genocide, we address it and we bring it up right here on the very show as a former Intercontinental Champion who died by a self-inflicted gunshot in 1993. That was Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado. Very sad, very maddening. And I'll tell you what, when that news hit, when I heard that, when that went off, it was a shock that rocked the wrestling world. Make no mistake about it. The wrestling world has never been able to really recover after something quite like that, after a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And there have been multiple wrestlers, multiple stars, and we're not going to get deep into this, that have sadly and unfortunately died due to suicide. And if you're dealing with that kind of stuff right now, please, please get help and get it now, because we raise the bar here on Sean View in urgency and in mental health and awareness. We always raise awareness here on the Brash and the Brazen, okay? Also, another notable death was in WCW, World's Championship Wrestling, the Renegade, Richard Wilson, created as an Ultimate Warrior copycat, a ripoff, died by gunshot in 1999 after being released from his contract. And you see, this is where wrestlers go into depression. They get anxiety. They start doubting themselves. They start losing money. And then their career just goes down the hill, down the drain, and they feel like that there is no hope. But there is answers. There is help. Okay, so I just want to let you know that, viewers, fans, and subscribers, there is help out there. You know, I don't know how I haven't gone to that level with all the death threats I get because a rumor happened or a rumor didn't happen or something was said or something was unsaid or absolutely sick. The levels and lengths that people go to on this website is absolutely unbelievable. Click the bell, subscribe, with plenty more to come from the brash and the brazen, because if it weren't for you, there certainly would be no Sean's View. Plenty more to come. Stay tuned.